I'm Ben Meiselas from the MeidasTouch network. Sonny Hostin, one of the co-hosts of The View, gave the most powerful criticism I've seen yet of the CNN Trump rally that they held, that they called a town hall. I want to play for you what Sonny Hostin said. She was so spot on. Play the clip.
I think that you don't give a bigot and a racist and a misogynist and a liar and a cheater and a sexual abuser and a defamer a platform of 3 million people. And I'm saddened. I used to work for CNN for quite some time. Anderson Cooper has been my friend for over 20 years, and I'm saddened that he tried to gaslight me yesterday by saying that people are in silos. People aren't living in a silo. They are choosing to listen to the lies or not. 46.9% of people voted for Trump in 2020, but he lost the popular vote by over 7 million people. We know who this man is. We learned who this man is, and we did not need to see what we saw. I think that that town hall will be studied in journalism schools around the country as to what not to do. It was not fact-checked appropriately. I don't believe,
she tried.
again,
she tried, yeah.
the girl tried. Let's give her some good enough in that type of situation. Can I just not be interrupted for a second? She didn't have the range. He agreed to the interview because he knew he could steamroll her.
That's not fair.
Jake Tapper
would have done it anyway.
Would have done a better job. And I will tell you that, remember, Trump walked out of a 60 Minutes interview with Leslie Stahl because she was fact-checking him in real time every single time. It's time for some real introspection at CNN, because I often thought, like Judge Brandeis, the Supreme Court Justice actually Brandeis, that sunlight is said to be the best of disinfectants. Right. This time,
but that's what this is.
No, CNN went with Les Moonves. This was a business decision. Les Moonves said this was awful for the country, but it was good for CBS. This was awful for the country. CBS. It was awful for the country, but congratulations, CNN, for making a little bit of money on the backs of our democracy.
You know, Sonny Hostin is 100% right there. You know, my view is that under certain circumstances, you could do an interview with Donald Trump. And she mentions other interviews that were done with Donald Trump where you fact check, where you hold him accountable, where you provide the truth to the audience. But to create a platform where Donald Trump can spread fascism and spread lies with minimal fact check is journalistic malpractice. And every aspect of that event was, to use Sonny Hostin's words, journalistic malpractice there. I mean, you had CNN first and foremost call this a town hall, which gave it the appearance of objectivity when that's not the case. They had about 400 people in the audience who were all Trump supporters. They were Republicans or independent-leaning Republican. They were Republicans and they were Trump supporters. And so they have a crew of people who would be egging Donald Trump on to say some of the most hateful, triggering, and traumatic things. And it truly is. I mean, to have someone on a platform like that mock victims of sexual assault, to threaten our democracy, to laugh about violence, it is a traumatic thing to people who care about our democracy. It is a traumatic thing for people who have gone through experiences that Donald Trump mocks, and that was platformed by a major media network. That's not Newsmax, it's not OAN, that's not Fox. You have CNN run by Chris Licht. They're making a concerted effort to court MAGA Republicans instead of court the truth. And as Sonny Hostin says, it is about the truth. That's what it's about. And the truth shouldn't be a political perspective. It should just be the objective truth. And I love the way when the co-hosts were trying to interrupt Sonny Hostin and to give a, kind of a bolt side, she wasn't having it. She wasn't having it. And I want to, again, just applaud her for that incredible, incredible defense of the truth and objectivity. Now, I want to show you this because on the right, they attack Sonny Hostin all of the time. And this was from like a month ago, where you have Megyn Kelly made this video. She makes a ton of videos about Sonny Hostin. Now, Megyn Kelly was mocked by Donald Trump, essentially lost her job on Fox and was hired by NBC, and she didn't get good ratings, and she didn't frankly have the talent to be on NBC and to host a show where she was not spewing lies. So she started a podcast and got millions of dollars in funding by other media who support this, apparently, where she just spews division and spews this, nonsense that frankly looks like Newsmax or OAN. And I'll show you this clip that she played. I mean, Megyn Kelly's getting like, millions and millions of dollars a year. And here she makes a video about Sonny Hostin and Sonny Hostin's home in People magazine. And here, I'll play the clip.
Sonny Hostin I think she went to Binghamton undergrad, and she went to Notre Dame Law School, which is a great law school. Her son right now is at Harvard. That son she wants us to think is sitting there oppressed, who she's got to fight on behalf of because America is so awful to him. They're educating him right now at Harvard University. And Jason, would you take a look at this? Because I'm going to guess, I haven't been to your house down in Tennessee, but I'm going to guess it doesn't look like this. This is Sonny Hostin's home in this shitty country that she can't stand, that doesn't treat Black people like Sonny well. She let People magazine feature her home. Look at this dump. This country sucks. She went to Notre Dame Law School. She makes millions on The View. Her son's at Harvard. I'm sure her daughter's at private school on her way to some Ivy League. This is where Sonny lives. And F off, America. I can't stand how you've kept us all in chains. That's her messaging.
And it's such a fallacy that these MAGA Republicans push over and over and over again. I mean, look, the bottom line is that Sonny Hostin could be great at her job, which she is. She can make a lot of money, which she should do. She could have a great house, which she has. She can have kids who go to great schools. That's great. No one's against that concept. And you can also then advocate for a better country. It depends, how are you using your platform? Because Megyn Kelly, you have a platform. Sonny Hostin, she has a platform. And Megyn Kelly, you choose to use your platform to spread division, to spread hate, and to make money off of that. Sonny Hostin is able to make a good living, which she should. She's very talented. She deserves it. And at the same time, she can push messages and talk about positivity. She can talk about decency and compassion. And she could want to improve the country. So frequently I hear from these MAGA Republicans that if you want to make the country better, that's a bad thing, that makes you somehow like a radical lefty to try to improve the country. No, improving the country, making the country better, trying to fix things. There are still problems with the country. And you can still say there are things that are wrong with the country that need to be improved, but we love this country. We're patriotic. We love our democracy. That's why Sonny Hostin in the video is so focused on defending the truth, because she loves this country. And it is sickening to her and to far more Americans. As she mentioned, 7 million more Americans who voted for President Biden, who care about compassion and decency and humanity, than this MAGA Republicans who thrive on lies. I mean, look, let me show you the post that Megyn Kelly has put up on her YouTube channel over the past few days. Hollywood holds raunchy telethon to support drag queens. What's behind the massive rise in illegal migrants under, I think it's Biden? Robert F. Kennedy Jr. on former President Donald Trump. Trump wins CNN town hall. This year's trashy Met Gala. King's coronation a huge hit despite Harry and Meghan. Needy attention starving bully. Megyn Kelly says it's time to shame gun control zealots. Time to shame them? That's what Megyn Kelly's saying? Time to shame them? We've got mass shootings happening on a daily basis, and you want to shame people who think that there should just be kind of rational and reasonable regulations, that people who are in the military, they are required to pass training, but the fact that anyone who's an adult can just get AR-15s, can get weapons of war with like basically very little, if any, oversight, just get AR-15s, walk around with them. That makes sense to you, that you're spending your platform shaming them? You should shame the people who are involved in mass shootings. You want to shame people who want there to be just some modicum of responsibility and just some form of regulations. That's how you're using your platform. I'm grateful that Sonny Hostin's using the platform the way she is, and what an incredible speech she gave there. Until next time, I'm Ben Meiselas from the MeidasTouch Network. Hit subscribe. We're on our way to 1.5 million subscribers thanks to your awesome support. Check us out, patreon.com/MeidasTouch, and wherever you get audio podcasts, subscribe to the MeidasTouch podcast. Thanks for watching and have a great day.
Hey Meidas Mighty, love this report? Continue the conversation by following us on Instagram @MeidasTouch to keep up with the most important news of the day. What are you waiting for? Follow us now.